Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. This is Rose Suhal and you are watching Arakan Times Daily English News. Today is Monday, 9th September 2024. Today's news headlines. Arakan Rohingya Salvation Army ARSA attacked the Rakhine extremist group known as Arakan Army AA in northern Mondo Township. Foreign Affairs of Bangladesh rejected to accept more Rohingyas in Bangladesh. Details of today's news. Arakan Rohingya Salvation Army ARSA attacked two bricks of the Rakhine extremist group known as Arakan Army AA, which is recently recognized as terrorist group by Genocidal Military Council. The attacks were taken position in Longdung, which is named Hatifara in Rohingya language, at 12:40 o'clock in the night on 7th of September 2024. There is a sentinel where always stay 12 troops of the Rakhine extremist group known as Arakan Army AA was firstly attacked by the soldiers of Arakan Rohingya Salvation Army ARSA, and it caused all the troops who were inside the sentinels were killed and none of them could escape. Again, the soldiers of Arakan Rohingya Salvation Army ARSA encircled and hideout of the Rakhine extremist group known as Arakan Army AA in Longdong, which is known as Hatifara in Rohingya village, and attacked it from every side. The attacks resulted more than 50 troops of the Rakhine extremist group known as Arakan Army AA were killed and many were wounded heavily. A Rakhine resident of Longdong village said that soldiers of Arakan Rohingya Salvation Army ARSA ambushed in different locations surrounded the base camp of the Rakhine extremist group known as Arakan Army AA and intercepted attacking it at about 12:40 o'clock in the night on 7th of September, and the fight continued for about 40 minutes and it cost more than 50 troops of the Rakhine extremist group known as Arakan Army AA were killed and many were seriously wounded. He also added that members of Arakan Rohingya Salvation Army ARSA also ambushed inside the Rakhine village, but they neither attacked nor told anything to Rakhine public, but they just ambushed there and even they didn't fire a single gun. But the members of Arakan Rohingya Salvation Army ARSA who ambushed and surrounded the base camp of the Rakhine extremist group known as Arakan Army AA attacked and heavily gunfired. The injured troops of the Rakhine extremist group known as Arakan Army AA were brought to Rakhine village in near, and they are undergoing fundamental treatments by its members, but the dead bodies have been abandoned inside the base camp and they have not been brought, said a resident. Foreign Affairs Advisor Muhammad Tauhid Hussain has rejected any request to provide shelter to Rohingyas fleeing violence in Myanmar. We have been very clear that we are not willing to offer shelter to even one more Rohingya, he said Sunday while responding to the question of the government's stance on more than 12,000 Rohingyas already entering the country and over 50,000 more waiting at the border. However, some are still entering and we are aware of that. We are trying to stop them as much as possible. The BGP border guard Bangladesh is sending them back daily, those we can apprehend, said the advisor. But it is a large area and we can't catch all of them. There are also some limitations in terms of capacity. Wherever we can, we are trying to send them back, he added. The UNHCR wants us to provide them shelter, but we have made it clear to them that we have already taken in 1.2 million Rohingyas. We have done more than what was necessary. Those who want to give us advice should rather take them in. A meeting was held with the BGP chief today. We will discuss the matter in more depth, he added. Thanks for watching Arakan Times Daily English News.